Lil Baby has been rapping for less than 9 years, but in this time, Lil Baby has built an excellent career with 3 Grammy nominations, 2 albums that have topped the Billboard 200 chart. Lil Baby has achieved in a short time what some rappers may never achieve. Now, according to various reports, some rappers are intimidated by Lil Baby's success, while others are even scared of him for other reasons. Today, on Rap Central, keep watching and we'll be sharing with you why rappers are scared of Lil Baby. Early life. Lil Baby's real name is Dominique Armani Jones. He was born into a lower middle class family and raised in the Oakland neighborhood of Atlanta, Georgia. Similarly to most rappers, Lil Baby grew up without his father. His father left the family when he was just 2 years old, and this undoubtedly made life harder for Lil Baby, his mom, and his siblings. Lil Baby was raised by a single mother. His mom managed to feed the family with food stamps and by relying on government assistance. Lil Baby has stated in recent interviews that there were times when he would have to sleep on the floor and that he believes he's a product of the neighborhood he grew up in. Growing up without a father and on the streets of Dogwood City meant that at a young age, Lil Baby was already exposed to drugs and a life of petty crimes such as shoplifting, breaking and entering, and various other misdemeanors. Growing up, Lil Baby was more interested in street life than he was about school. Although Lil Baby has stated in interviews that he had good grades, he just was never interested in academics, and this was why he was always involved in brawls in school. These brawls got him suspended various times in high school. In an interview with The Breakfast Club, Lil Baby stated that he attended the same high school with his fellow rapper and longtime friend, Young Thug. They both attended Booker T. Washington High School. At the age of 13, Lil Baby had started dealing drugs, gambling, and he was also involved in other minor crimes. When he was in 10th grade, Lil Baby dropped out of high school, or if you prefer the way Lil Baby says it, he simply stopped going. 3 months after leaving high school, Lil Baby got fully engrossed in the street life and hustle. He simply loved the hood life. Although, while he wasn't interested in going to school when he was younger, Lil Baby has stated through posts on his social media page and in interviews that he wishes he finished high school and even went to college. He's also made it a habit to give back to his high school by surprising the school with gifts and also giving a free performance. Lil Baby's life on the streets. Apart from hustling on the streets, another thing that Lil Baby had an interest in during his teenage years was music. He's a fan of Young Jeezy, Yo Gotti, T.I., Ludacris. These rappers always inspired him and he still listens to them till today. However, while his friends Young Thug, Coach K, and Pierre Thomas chose to pursue a career in music, Lil Baby never saw or imagined himself having a career as a rapper. Life in the hood was what interested him. In an interview with DJ Small's Eyes, Lil Baby made it clear that he had to adapt to his environment and be on the streets because that was the only way to put food on the table, and that he only had a job once and the job lasted for only 1 day. His life on the streets involved majorly selling drugs and robbery. He was first arrested at the age of 12 with his friends as they were attempting to break in and rob a house in the neighborhood. He was locked up in juvenile detention for only 10 days, and this was one of the reasons for his suspension in high school. After dropping out of high school, Coach K suggested to Lil Baby that he should be a rapper. However, Lil Baby was focused on the streets as he was oblivious to the immense talent he had. The Atlanta rapper was arrested and put in jail various times for possession of marijuana and a theft charge, but details of these arrests are sealed as Lil Baby was a minor during this period. Now, while we're not here to knock Lil Baby's hustle because he did what he had to do to survive, but in 2015, Lil Baby was eventually arrested and put in prison at the age of 18 for violating his probation. This time, he had to hire a lawyer, otherwise he would have ended up going to prison for a very long time. His first lawyer got him a plea deal that will see his sentence reduced from 5 to 2 years. However, Lil Baby believed he could get a better deal, and he was right. He hired a new lawyer who got him a better deal that would see him participate in a program and spend only 1 year in prison. Unfortunately, Lil Baby still ended up staying in prison for the initial 2 years he rejected. While participating in the 1-year program, Lil Baby got into a brawl with a fellow program attendee who he accused of racial abuse, and as a result, he was made to go to prison to serve the initial 2-year sentence he rejected. Unlike any other 18-year-old, Lil Baby has often stated that he had no issues such as bullying or any other problems in prison, as he had cousins who were facing life sentences in the same prison. Surrounded by some members of his family and other people he knows in the neighborhood helped Lil Baby avoid any problems during his sentence. Lil Baby was released from prison on the 1st of July 2016. After he was released, Lil Baby made up his mind to become a full-time rapper. Music career. Just like Jay-Z, Lil Baby was an astute drug dealer and was well respected on the streets of Atlanta. He was dealing drugs for rappers and mostly members of the music label Quality Control. Quality Control is home to artists such as the Migos, Lil Yachty, City Girls, etc. He was always around the studio as the likes of Coach K and Pierre Thomas, who owned the label, were longtime friends of Lil Baby. Apart from selling drugs to them, another hustle for Lil Baby was waiting for the rappers to return from their shows with cash so that he could win it from them through gambling, but this didn't go on for too long. During one of the days while he was outside the studio, Lil Baby told Coach K that he decided to become a rapper. Lil Baby, through the help of Coach K, realized that not only did he have the swag and charisma that a rapper needs, he was already respected by most people on the streets. Coach K made him realize that most of the things rappers say in their songs, Lil Baby was living it, and this will make it a lot easier for him to write his own raps by telling his own stories. Through the help of Young Thug and Gunna, Lil Baby learned how to rap, and Young Thug also paid for his first studio session. And ever since then, Lil Baby hasn't looked back. A few months later, Lil Baby released his debut mixtape, Perfect Timing. The 12-track mixtape, which label mates such as Young Thug, Lil Yachty, and Gunna featuring on it, took only 3 days for Lil Baby and his team to make. This shows not only how much talent he has, but also how hard-working he is. 3 months later, he dropped another mixtape titled Harder Than Hard, and indeed the mixtape was harder than hard as it put Lil Baby on the map. Still, in the same year, he released another mixtape, Too Hard. Lil Baby's dedication to his craft is what has helped him amass so much success in a short period of time. His debut studio album, Harder Than Ever, debuted at number 3 on the US Billboard 200 charts. He has released other mixtapes such as Street Gossip and a collaborative mixtape with label mate Gunna titled Drip Too Hard. In 2020, he released his second album, My Turn, which debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. My Turn was also the first album to be certified double platinum for the year 2020. Now, apart from his success as a rapper, Lil Baby is also known as a rapper not to mess with. But before we show you why it's believed that other rappers are scared of Lil Baby, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Gang affiliations. Lil Baby's journey and success is surely one anyone will be proud of, but growing up on the streets of Atlanta also means that he was affected by his gang culture. No one wants to mess with a guy who was hustling and getting arrested at the age of 13. Also, after dropping out of high school, Lil Baby had so much free time and started spending so much time on the streets. Fans believe that it was during this time that Lil Baby joined the Rollin' 60s Crips. The Rollin' 60 Crips are a subset of the Los Angeles-based Crip gang. This gang, which was founded in 1976 from the West Side Crips, has since spread to other cities in the United States, including Atlanta. The gang has over 2,000 members, and they are known for activities such as fraud, extortion, auto theft, armed robbery, murder, burglary, arms trafficking, racketeering, and drug trafficking, which Lil Baby was known for. Many fans are speculating that this is why Lil Baby was arrested several times between 2009 and 2015 on various charges due to criminal activities he did as a gang member. Fans also believe that this is why Lil Baby is well respected on the streets of Atlanta. Being a gang member means that no one will want to cross his path, so as to avoid being a target for the gang, and hence one of the reasons why other rappers are scared of Lil Baby. Another reason why other rappers are scared of Lil Baby is because of what he said in an interview with Hot 97. In the interview, Lil Baby was asked to comment about the death of Pop Smoke. He paid homage to the Brooklyn rapper and then said that the death of another rapper in a home invasion made him realize that he had to tighten up. This means that not only will he be getting more security around his home, but also getting a gun of his own. Days after this interview, Lil Baby was taking pictures with fans, and in these pictures, many fans believe that he was holding a gun. This is because there was an outline of a pistol in the pocket of the sweatshirt that he was wearing. Many fans believe that because Lil Baby was shown that he's not scared to carry a gun in public, shows how dangerous he is, hence why some rappers are scared of Lil Baby. Fans are also speculating that other rappers are scared of Lil Baby because they believe that since he's allegedly a gang member, he's friends with murderers, and in his song Gang Signs, Lil Baby might have confirmed it himself. On the song, Lil Baby rapped, "I got double-digit millions, and I still be with killers." That brings us to the end of today's video. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment below. Also, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new content.